2, 1.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Well, what have we here?
It's a podcast.
Fine.
And what excitement we have today.
It's The Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
I'm here to announce that it is officially the end of birthday season.
Oh, I hate this time of year.
July 19th was the end of birthday season, and the Chinese product came today. Josh, the last piece of the puzzle.
The new router?
The Garrett Crochet jersey came today. The new modem and router was installed
That's
probably 6 minutes ago.
Not a birthday gift, though. That's a necessity.
In a land long ago, far, far away, when I moved this studio back into the house, the guy didn't really label anything. So there are two inputs in the wall, one below and one above. And guess what?
What?
The one above is the one that you're always supposed to be attached to. And then the output on the router with the Ethernet, and we've all done this with Ethernet cables. They need a little click, right?
Yeah.
And you need that little click has to be on the cable, and it also has to be on the modem router itself. And now
they couldn't mention this over the phone.
They screwed up over the phone. I asked them 3 separate times. I said, there is a Ethernet port on this router that has a red line next to it. And the first person said, well, don't put the Ethernet line in there. And then the other the other person said, they're all just Ethernet ports. You can put it in anywhere. And then when the Comcast guy arrived with none of my Ethernet ports connected to the red line, he said, if that's coming in from your fiber optic line, that has to be put in the red Ethernet port.
Yeah.
I have waited, I think I've had 3 calls with Comcast and 3 for this problem alone, and he enlightened me to that within 2 minutes. You know when you get a smart tech that comes out and it's like bing, bang, boom? That's what this was.
Did he throw the previous techs under the bus like the guy that came out to fix mine?
No, that's a bad tech if they're doing that. This guy's just matter of fact. Okay. You know what it is? Here's how I can really identify it.
All right.
If they are quiet. This is like a hero in war. This is like a hero in real life. If somebody's quiet, they get it. And the guy was quiet, and he just, when a person has it figured out, he had it figured out. He had it figured out as soon as he looked at it. And he had his little machine, and, But
and doesn't it kill you that you have to have someone figure it out? Like, if it's one wire plugged in the wrong thing because that's the way they did it or they told you, that is, to me, maddening.
Rob, I always tell people, it's a 5-minute service call, but you still have to pay me the $150 to make up for me knowing the knowledge and all the school and training it took me to get to that point.
I'm not trying to keep any money away from you, Josh.
No, but I'm saying it's frustrating for a homeowner when it's a quick fix like that.
But it should have been right the first time. That's my point.
No, the issue I have here is that I was I've run this so many different times, and you doubt yourself because we've got a lot of different cables and wires going in different directions in this studio, and it makes you doubt yourself when somebody specifically tells you not to use a certain port, and that is the main in, which it looks like it should be.
Right.
Intuitively, it looks like, well, that's the one where that's the input. Now, the problem is they don't put input, output on these things.
No.
Now, I've got a suggestion.
Yes.
After the show today, take pictures of all your inputs.
Okay.
So that way you can reference them later and say, there was a wire plugged in there.
Well,
including the inputs on your body.
The one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to label that wire up on top.
Yes.
And I've got, I didn't want to do it before the show because I know that if I had taken the faceplate off it before the show, I would have done something. I would have sliced through an internet cable or something like that. And we wouldn't be broadcasting right now. But I will have, I will get a little tiny pencil pen to put input, output, so I know what's going on.
You know what you could use? A Sharpie.
You mean perhaps a red Sharpie?
Well, to match the red
Maybe.
line.
Maybe.
To show you how important it is? Mm-hmm. There it is. Mm-hmm. One step ahead of you. There
Good
you go.
for you, Mike. And, as you have been for all these years.
Well, if you're talking about career. But anyway.
Yeah. And it's funny. We all fell down at the same time.
There you go, Rob. Put it in there. There you go.
Oh,
Right
that's
there.
your clip.
Yeah.
But not an alligator clip, as we discussed earlier.
This is true. This is true. Birthday fun. I was going to talk about it yesterday, but I'll talk about it today. I was up to my eyeballs in 11-year-olds all weekend long. And overall, the level of exhaustion at the end on Sunday night indicated to me that, yeah, okay, this is a 66-year-old doing this. I can handle it.
Yeah.
But it definitely, I
It'll
was
wear on
feeling
you.
it. I was feeling it. And the birthday festivities began at 4 p.m. on Friday when three friends came over. Was it 3 or 4? It all runs together. All I know is I had 5 of them on the boat.
I know this, Mike. Friend good. I learned that from a movie. But did the celebration last steady for 3 days? Because that's approaching like what a wife might ask for.
Well,
Yeah, that's a
it
birthday
was
weekend.
it was 2 big nights and a day of festivities. And
All right.
then last night he had another buddy come over, and he's got his own money, his birthday money, and what he's made from selling his cards. And they had a Pokemon card show on the kitchen table. And by that time it was
Did you
wearing
buy
thin.
anything?
No. Now, let me tell you what I am the involved dad when it comes to golf. I
Yeah.
am the involved dad when it comes to baseball. I am the semi-involved dad when it comes to fishing. And I am the non-involved dad when it comes to card collecting, which I don't care for at all.
Well,
Don't
you're
like being
involved
around
enough
it.
to take them to the store. And
Take him to
support
the store. I'll do what my wife did the other day. He had his moolah. He had his other buddy that brought his moolah, and they went in, and Carla said she sat out and surfed online in the car as those boys were in the store for not 1, but 2 hours of fun.
I don't think I have that patience.
Yeah. But the biggest thing, and I think it's called Good Time Charters, I give them a salute. If you come down to Fort Myers, this guy was the guy. It was a wonderful day on the water.
Was the first time I'm sure you saw the boat like online.
I booked
when
it
you
online.
Booked it.
I booked
But
it online.
Did you expect this fella? Did you know this guy when you walked up? Was he on the website?
I think he was, but I didn't have. Yeah, because when I saw him, it was kind of like I knew that he'd look like that. So maybe you're
Okay.
right. Maybe I was expecting.
Cool.
What I wasn't expecting was the boat, and I had
The Tina Louise.
The Tina Louise. It's the Tina Marie.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And I was expecting a center console boat
Yeah.
that was long, about 30 feet, big one, with a homemade fiberglass rectangular fishing deck.
Yeah.
Just glued on to the front of it. That's what I thought it was going to be. And I'm like, it's going to be tight quarters. Well, boy, was I wrong. When I got there, much wider, much better, much bigger. Even had a poo-poo place, which was great. Fortunately, none of the kids used it. And there it was. And so when I see this boat,
Do you
I'm
think
like,
the boat felt bigger because you've lost weight?
no. The boat felt bigger because, as he told me, this was a custom-made from bottom to top boat that is made for this kind of charter fishing, which is kind of a backwater thing. But we went off the coast of Florida. We went out about 1.5 miles off the coast. There it is.
Here it is.
Wow.
Now, stop that picture right there. When you look at that picture, doesn't that appear to be like a flats boat, like your old man had a Carolina skiff?
Yeah, a modified
That's a
center
little
console.
longer and modified. No, if you see it from the front, it's much wider than that. And so as soon as I saw the boat and I saw the width of it, that's a better shot. As soon as I got that look,
Wow.
I said to myself, Well, the tension melted because I said, "Oh, there's plenty of room for
I can go take a
everybody
nap
on this
somewhere.
boat," and it was so comfortable, and it was great. And you see that like beautiful little fishing platform, and it's got all the room for everything sitting. It's great. I
It
loved
looks
every
like
bit of it.
a pier with two
Tina
engines
Maria,
on
not
it.
the Tina Maria. It's the Tina Maria.
It looks like a fishing pier with two engines on it. You've got
It
that
is
much room on the front of
That
it.
is a great description, Rob. It is a fishing pier with two engines on it, and it was so much. See those two little bars next to the outboards?
Bars, yeah.
So those are little hooks, and when he puts it down, when you're out like in the shallows, he lays those down, and they hook the shallow water, and you just stay put. And so you don't go anywhere, and you can stop where you're fishing.
Like
and
an anchor.
It's a common thing that's used in these boats.
I've never seen that,
It was
though.
great. It was great. And then what did he say? He was I mentioned, because it was the water, I mentioned Maine, and he said, "Where are you?" And I said, "I'm up near Bar Harbor." He said, "I got engaged in Acadia National Park." And I'm like, "Okay, there we go."
Wow.
I said, "Well, where are you from?" He said, "I'm from Connecticut." I said, "I'm from Connecticut."
That's
And
like you. Mike
that's it.
One decision many years ago been made, you could have been this guy
I
on
could
a
have
charter
been that
boat.
guy.
Yes.
I got engaged. I got engaged in Maine.
Well, you've been engaged everywhere.
All around the world. I've been and so the first marriage, let me play the sound effect for the first marriage here.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here we go.
Oh,
The first marriage. There you go. That's the last fall. That was actually on Hancock Point where that happened. You know,
Oh.
the second one
Yes.
was somewhere, I think I think it was somewhere in Maryland or Virginia. I think it
okay.
was in Virginia. Pretty sure.
Was it the iron skillet?
No, in my house.
My house.
It was in my house.
No, it was at my
I
house.
don't know. It was in my house. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I want to talk about the kids. So
I mean, don't
Yeah.
leave Carla out. Where was the third one?
third was in California,
Wine country, right?
wine country, Le
Or
Berge
was
de
it
Soleil,
Chico? Did you
Stockton.
propose to her in
I got
Stockton?
engaged in Stockton.
Hey,
The
we
Garlic Festival. Yeah.
You got 47 states to go.
That's right.
I'm so parched today. Anyway, oh God, I love liquid IV. Getting back to what I was talking about. Mm-hmm. They're going to be coming on soon as an advertiser, and as soon as I got out on the water, I brought my trusty relief band.
Oh, does
And-
it? I'm surprised you still have it.
And
You're
he
not
ended
a
up
keeper?
taking us a mile and a half out to a reef. So a little bit of rollers, not much of a, very calm day. No problem. But I loved having that thing on there. And I'm
That
so
thing
excited
works.
that they're coming back on the air with us. Really excited about that. So that was the good part. And the sleepover, the Crumb Crunchers got up.
On the arrival to the boat. I know that everything went well,
I
but
piled them all in my car.
But I want to know, how excited were they to, when you saw them get on the boat? Were they really stoked for it, or are they Florida kids? They know boats.
They know boats, and
Okay.
they were all right. They
All
were
right.
okay. I mean, I'll get to that in a second here. I mean,
All
they
right.
were. Oh boy, I don't want to.
Because as a
sore
dad,
subject a little bit.
I would want to see more enthusiasm.
Except that, it's those Florida kids on the water,
Yeah.
around the water all the time. They're
Yeah.
spoiled by the idea of going out on a boat.
It's not the be all end all. They've been on the water. Most of those kids are into it. Michael was into it. They were just into being together. They were into being
That's
together
cool.
and hanging on with each other. And they're. As I said, if you don't like kids, you're missing out on just something huge, because it's so much fun to be around them. With this little exception, there were moments, I will say, and no one's going to go named here, but there were moments where the real me, the real answer, would have been Trey harsh and something that you would not say to another person's child. There's one particular individual who had enough, I guess. And then there was one other, individual, maybe some situational awareness might be valuable.
Yeah.
To know where you are and who you are, know that you're a kid, that you're 11 or 12-year-old
And that
kid.
you're a guest.
And you're a guest, yes.
But that's the age.
It's the
age
age.
is I'm the
It's
king
the
of
age.
the world.
They are entering a period of their lives where the asshole won't stop until they're 39 or 40. That's kind of the way it goes.
Yeah.
So
it fades at age 39.
it starts to fade a little bit, and then you get better and better and better as you go on, hopefully.
Did all the kids stay on the boat?
Nobody fell in.
No one fell in. That's
good.
As a matter of fact, you mentioned Florida kids. As far as hooks and lines and all the stuff I was concerned about, nothing. These kids have more line awareness than grown-ups do. They were really good with the rods and the reels. They really did. And the captain, there are two schools of thought when you take these guys out. There's the lazy boy captain, and then there's the captain that takes his job seriously, makes sure everybody's line is baited, and it was really good. One particular individual, there were two. I'm not going to mention any names, but at one point, I'm going to give you, how did I put this down? Some 11-year-old quotes.
Oh, great.
All right. So we are heading back into shore after being about a mile and a half off, not far off the coast, and we're coming back in. And I think at that particular time, I looked at the captain and I went, yeah, like we can go in now. I'm not going to be watch checking.
And when you were
with
dragging
everything.
your finger across your throat, did he think perhaps there was a mutiny afoot?
I don't think so.
Good.
I think he got it. He said, we can go in now.
That's we're calling it.
One of the crumb crunchers, as we're coming in, the same one that got tired of fishing and just kind of withdrew,
Yeah.
looks over. And you know how Josh, you can relate to this. So Rob, you can too. Your kids aren't that old.
Yeah.
You can relate to the type of, they're the type of kids that are engaging. And then there are the type of kids that are withdrawn. And then there are the type of kids where you are not necessarily a person, you are a means to an end. You are simply a creature who will facilitate whatever they want.
You're the person that's going to get them an ice cold soda. You're the person that's going to get them something to eat. Yeah.
It's probably done with their own parents too.
Well, guaranteed. It was actually set in motion by their parents and allowed by their parents.
Well, my son and I have meaningful, long, deep conversations quite often, but this one you can tell not really not even there. You're not comes in, not a real greeting, not really anything.
How was he on eye contact?
Very little.
I hate that.
Yeah. Probably an iPad kid.
But because there wasn't anything needed.
Right, but he'd make eye contact when he needs something.
And as we were coming in, after I, ka-ching, this charter that I did, the birthday party, which probably ended up, as far as cost, the same kind of thing you do if you took your kid to one of those, little game time places or something.
The jumping
probably
places.
A
or a
jumping
bowling
place,
alley or something like that. And he looks at me,
Brothel.
as we're as we're coming in.
That might be cheaper.
He looks at me and says, "Are we doing anything next?"
Oh,
I
no.
hate that question.
I wanted to say, no, we're not effing doing anything effing next after I spent the effing. Yeah, we're going back to the house where my kid is going to open some birthday presents that he hasn't even gotten a chance to touch all day. And I'm very looking forward to that because there's something I got him that I think is very, very special. Mm-hmm. But I didn't say that. I said, no, we're going back to the house.
Yeah.
Name. And then one of the other ones, this is the situational awareness thing, said about the fish, said, "Are you going to fillet these?" As I'm standing there, as he says to the captain of the ship, "Are you going to fillet?" Now, as you know, if you've ever been on a charter, that's kind of an added expense, and it's usually an added bit of work.
Yeah.
And I said, well, hold on. I don't even know if he does that type of thing. And the quote was, "Well, come on, that's what he gets paid for." Right in front of the guy.
Oh, God. Ooh.
And that Josh laughed like he's the father of an 11-year-old.
I love
right?
11 and 12-year-olds if I have no responsibility because they're the biggest jerks.
Well, but
Those two questions back to
Aren't
back,
they?
that is every 11-year-old.
Isn't that just absolute cluelessness to the
Absolutely.
circumstances?
But
right?
you know what?
I was
Let me ask this carefully.
Whoa. And then he said, because everything's online now, and
Sure.
with gratuities online, you can arrange for the gratuity. And I'd done everything in advance
Right.
because I didn't want to deal with that. I'm always very awkward in that kind of situation. So it's great to be able, I do it with a haircut. I do it with everything now. If you can do a little gratuity up front and know
It's
exactly
great.
what it is, it's very easy to do. I did the same thing with the bow. And by the way, the Tina Maria, I told him, I said, listen to the show because Captain Mike, and his name was, I didn't mention, his name was Mike.
From Connecticut?
From Connecticut, got engaged in Maine. And I would recommend it highly because it was no fuss, no muss, no hassles whatsoever.
I hate to
He was
backtrack.
waiting for us.
I need
you
to
know.
ask one question.
Yes, go ahead.
The kid that said, "Are we doing anything now?"
Yeah.
Have you had the pleasure of meeting their parents?
Yeah, phenomenal people.
No,
Really?
Rob,
Phenomenal
that's I've been asked that question. I think every time I do something special.
It's the
for my
nature of an
kids.
11-year-old.
It's what they
Okay.
do.
Wow. Wow.
No, spectacular. By the way, spectacular parents all the way around. All the way around.
Especially
it's just
of the birthday boy.
well, damn right.
Yeah.
Damn right. And I'm telling you, when I got out to DBAT and got my special deal on his catcher's mitt, my birthday was cemented, and it is the greatest present he got. And he loves his catcher's
Okay,
mitt.
he
It's
felt that
fantastic.
way too. He understood how
got it.
special it was.
He
Yeah.
totally got it, and he
That's
loves
cool.
it. I mean, all I hear for the next 3 days is the smack, smack, smack sound of a rubber mallet going into a catcher's mitt as he's breaking it in.
That's
And
awesome.
it's just, and right now he's at his little baseball training where he's getting his hitting coach working.
Is there anything to do after that?
Yeah, probably go fishing. It was.
So
And then Josh hit me to a website for jerseys that is just, and that got here today, Josh, and
Yeah.
it is just the bomb.
if
And
the player's not
couldn't be
standing
happy.
next to you, you can't tell the difference.
I think when you've
Wow.
got when you have a 12-year-old and your birthday gifts are a catcher's mitt and a fishing rod, that's about as good as it gets.
Sure.
That's about as good. Now with the other ones though, yeah. Just a little more wrangling than I want.
Sure.
Like wrangling to get some people up in the morning, wrangling to get others out of the house when their parents are coming to pick them up. That kind of that's what's like took me out a little
You
bit.
have
That's
one advantage, though,
Yeah.
is that your child stayed at home for the bulk of the weekend, so he won't have to be deprogrammed on, when he gets home. Like, because if you bring a kid home from an event like that,
Right.
and they've been acting out, they're going to continue to act out when they get home. And it's
You know
miserable.
what it is? And look, the bottom line is you don't tolerate it.
You can't.
You don't tolerate. I don't take it. I didn't take it with my daughter Catherine. I didn't take it with my daughter Elizabeth, and I don't take it with my son. I don't. And it's not like the end of the world. It's just, not everybody can do that. I realize that not everybody can give it to them.
Yeah.
Harsh, loud, and clear. Like when, like for example, on the golf course, if there's an attitude out there, I said, do you want to leave? We will leave right now. That's all it requires instead of this mamby-pamby kind of, just
Right.
manufacturing your world around their mood swings. I don't want to
Yeah.
do that. And it ended up being a rather, the funniest part was Friday night. We have this sectional sofa, and as Josh knows and
Sectional
Rob knows,
sofa?
sectional.
See.
Okay.
It's not a Marvin Gaye song, you silly goose.
I need that sectional feeling.
sectional sofa, and
That's after the kids go to bed.
in his
Not
there
at the
were
sleep.
all right. Who we have? We have 1, 2, 3. Was it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4 being Michael. Yeah.
Okay.
So there are 4 of them.
A quartet.
And they go in, and we don't have a lot of space here. And
Right.
one of the bedrooms here is where I'm broadcasting from. So I don't have a lot of space. And in his room, we go in, and Michael is lying in the bed, and on the floor in their sleeping bags, literally covering up all the floor space
Yeah.
that's left after the game systems and and the drawers to keep his little underwear in and all that. There is no floor space, and so we said, "Good night, boys. See you in the morning. Got to be up early. Get some sleep. Got to get you up at 6:30 tomorrow. Come on, we got this. Got to be down at the dock by 7:45."
No gesture or even offer from Michael for his bed to go to someone else. He's in the bed and they're on the floor.
I think Michael was in the bed for starters.
Okay.
And then one by one, 3 of them came out to the sectional and decided they wanted to sleep there. And we're like, okay, we're going to bed.
Right.
You can sleep there if you want. So when I woke up in the morning and I went out there, there were 1, 2, 3. Michael and 2 of his buddies were on the sectional. And then Sir Sleeps a Lot. What are we doing next?
Oh, same kid.
Who's very tough to get up.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't go to bed early.
Well, you need to tell him what's coming up next.
Or
It was
leave them
difficult.
behind.
It was difficult to get him up. And then when I went out there, I see them all lying down sound asleep. And as I walked through the threshold of the door, all the heads pop up and said, "We were up."
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Look, they're all great kids. They're all wonderful kids. They really are. They're fun. My son had an incredible weekend.
Great.
And, we're still spent. And I'm
Well,
just
yeah.
glad it's behind
You'll need a
me.
week to bounce back from this.
And what did you do with the fish?
The fish yesterday. We
Are
had
you
trash day today.
Are you keeping them as pets?
Yeah, did you bring them home with you?
Yeah, we brought them home, and one of the kids wanted to late at night fry them up.
And?
I went along with it.
How'd the Blackstone do?
The Blackstone did not cook the fish. It was in a little frying pan.
A very small frying pan for
It
a
was
very
gross.
small fish?
It was gross. It was
What
gross.
kind of fish did you cook? Do you
sea
know?
trout?
Kind of an oily, smelly fish, isn't it?
No, just not good. Mealy,
Just mealy.
mushy.
Ugh.
Mushy. It just wasn't.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was a fish. And then so the fillets that were left over
Yes.
went in the trash.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Do you think that the fish would have been consumed by the snake?
No, but the snake needs a rat bad. I got to get a rat at some point.
He needs a rat.
I wish there was a live rat
Maybe
delivery service.
next
Got palm
birthday-
rats up in the palm trees here, but I
My-
can't lure them in.
Next year during birthday season, instead of going fishing, go rat hunting.
Oh yeah, and feed them the rat.
Exactly.
Well, I was thinking, what would happen if you just stuck Jake in one of those sleeping bags?
Jake came out to play on the weekend. Jake came out to play on one occasion, and they were all excited about that. The snake that I take care of. And
Did
then
Jake
today,
have a favorite child?
No, this is one of the things I occupy myself when I'm responsible for them.
Right.
Other than that, go play with the snake. Go play out in traffic with the snake.
Right.
Hold it up by
exactly.
its tail. Maybe it'll bite you.
Wear an orange vest so the traffic will see you.
And then the weekend ended, and we're sitting quietly on Sunday night. Mrs. O'Mara looked at me and said, "Does every husband get this question?" This is what Carla asked me. What doctor's appointments do you have this week?
Oh, no.
There you go. Yeah, it's my life, baby.
You got to plan around it.
That's my
Gots
life.
to plan around it.
Yeah, so that's it. It was.
When is
it was great.
is it tonight that you're doing the birthday season closing ceremonies? I
No.
never can remember when they are.
No way. No. I'm doing I have internet connection. I have connectivity again. I don't have to use a hotspot. I'll be able to watch the Red Sox figure out a way to lose to Philadelphia again.
Those hot spots will get you. Now I have to ask.
Yes.
While we're talking about it, did you get a birthday gift in the mail yet?
What did you send?
A fruitcake.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
Thank Christ.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That came. Thank you for that.
Good.
I'm sorry,
I didn't
sorry,
know that it
forgot
arrived.
to say it came after.
It's
yeah,
gone also, right?
And by the way, no, it was in cardboard and in that little package we send them out in, and so I knew what it was, and I put it right in the freezer.
Good.
I don't think she even knows.
Let's nix it then because she might be listening.
She might be listening. In fact, she probably is listening. But I'm also I've upped the old medicine, so I'm kind of in that lose mentality. And fruitcakes don't go. Maybe tomorrow night I'll have it.
You should take the medicine that makes you crave fruitcake. It's really good for you. It's
I know
mostly
what kind
nuts.
of medicine that is. It's called a hangover.
That's right.
It's called a hangover that did that. Now, before we move on, I do want to mention one thing. So, for the longest time, I have been telling my friend.
For the longest time.
I wish Rob would have a heart attack. Ooh. He'll talk about death in today's show because we got a big one. Ooh. The biggest
I don't like the lyric. I don't
had.
like the lyric about wishing I'd have a heart attack.
I couldn't think of anything else to say.
I'm okay with aligning me with death and discussion.
Someone's going to save that audio.
Yes.
I know.
And pull it out one day.
I wish Rob.
Play it at the funeral I'm not having.
So I say to my friends, but I don't say it on the show nearly as much because people don't care about golf. So I only say it to like golfers or when I'm watching it, that Scotty Scheffler bores the crap out of me. First of all, he's the greatest golfer in the world, arguably. There's not even a close second right now, I think, as far as somebody playing well. And Scotty Scheffler wins the British Open going away. And I'm like, okay, don't show any emotion, blah, blah. And I like the guys that get exuberant and get really into it.
You want to see some emotion, some television.
And then an interview, press conference, what have you, surfaced. I don't believe this was post-British Open. It might have been pre-British Open where this interview was done. And he's talking about his sport. And he's talking about the pursuit of greatness in the sport. And I don't believe, in all of my years of being a sports fan, I don't think I have ever heard an athlete talk about life in as simple and clear and, in a way, beautiful way that Scotty Scheffler did. I thought my opinion in this brief interview press conference changed dramatically.
Wow. On
when
one
it comes
interview?
to Scotty Scheffler, because I thought this was so real and so honest and coming out of the mouth of the guy that really is at the absolute top of the game. This is Scotty's perspective and how he put it. Don't be put off by this, because I think if you listen to what he's saying, it really does kind of speak to what it's all about. This is Scotty Scheffler. Take a look at this if you get
like you work your whole life to celebrate winning a tournament for like a few minutes. It only lasts a few minutes, that kind of euphoric feeling. And like to win the Byron Nelson Championship at home, I literally worked my entire life to become good at golf, to have an opportunity to win that tournament. And you win it, you celebrate, get to hug my family, my sister's there. It's such an amazing moment. And then it's like, okay, now what are we going to eat for dinner? Is it great to be able to win tournaments and to accomplish the things I have in the game of golf? Yeah. I mean, it brings tears to my eyes just to think about, because it's literally worked my entire life to become good at the sport, and to have that kind of sense of accomplishment, I think is a pretty cool feeling. It's fulfilling from the sense of accomplishment, but it's not fulfilling from a sense of like the deepest, places of your heart. There's a lot of people that make it to what they thought was going to fulfill them in life, and then you get there and all of a sudden you get to number one in the world, and then they're like, what's the point? And I really do believe that, because what is the point? You're like, why do I want to win this tournament so bad? That's something that I wrestle with on a daily basis. I'm kind of a sicko. I love putting in the work. I love being able to practice. I love getting out to live out my dreams. But at the end of the day, sometimes I just don't understand the point. I love the challenge. I love being able to play this game for a living. It's one of the greatest joys of my life. But does it fill the deepest, wants and desires of my heart? Absolutely not. I love being a father. I love being able to take care of my son. I love being able to provide for my family out here playing golf. And, every day when I wake up early to go put in the work, my wife thanks me for going out and working so hard. And when I get home, I try and thank her every day for taking care of our son. It's just, that's why I talk about families being my priority, because it really is. I'm blessed to be able to come out here and play golf, but if my golf ever started affecting my home life, or it ever affected the relationship I have with my wife or with my son, that's going to be the last day that I play out here for a living. I would much rather be a great father than I would be a great golfer. That at the end of the day, that's what's more important to me.
I just have never heard. It was so real and so true.
Although, Mike, he did say that if anything affected his family, he'd stop playing golf for a living. I think even if it affected his family, he might still hit the links on Sunday. I don't know.
This guy, having been in a competitive business and having been in a business where you celebrate wins, and in my radio career back in the Don and Mike show era, we celebrated some massive wins, ratings wins and awards. And he is so right about the fleeting nature of it. And so many people, I think, measure their lives by those kind of successes, whether it be career, whether it be money, whether it be contracts, whatever. And the bottom line is the real win is, sitting there having a conversation with your son and watching the British Open with him on my lap and then reaching over and touching my wife's shoulder, right before I go to bed at night. And those are the things that hang on. And I thought it was so just beautifully articulated that now I have a totally different feeling for him and why he almost shies away from all the perks that you get when it comes with that. And,
is this why you don't play at the Byron Nelson anymore?
That's the one. I think it's just so silly. It is silly, and it's that's as mad as we get as fans. That's even more ridiculous, because if you think your team getting to the pinnacle, I would almost say a spectator that's sitting there watching the game with their father. If Josh is watching the World Series and it's the bottom of the ninth in the seventh game of the World Series and the Orioles hit a walk-off home run and Josh is sitting on the couch with his brother and his father, or better yet, in the stadium, that's a bigger, fulfilling moment than it would be for the players themselves that are pouring beer and champagne over their heads, because that's tied into the whole family. They used to say go ahead, Josh. I'm sorry.
Well, I've got a picture here on my wall in my office from the Super Bowl, and it's me and my dad and brother with all the confetti behind us and the celebration at the end of the game.
It's the best.
And it's a shadowy, dark picture and all, but it's the best because it represents family and what we've done.
And it does. And in the documentary, Reverse the Curse, about the Boston Red Sox in 2004, they make a comment and they're showing they're showing pictures of balloons in cemeteries, and they're saying the Red Sox are a team of memory. Well, I think most sports that have been around for a long time, teams that have been around, they're teams of memory, and you grow up. So for the fans, it's kind of a special bonding moment. But that perspective about family and being a father and going out there and looking, I think the guy's got his head on square, and now I think totally differently when I look at him, and I think he's a very, very mature young man with that perspective.
Now, that edit was interesting because I've seen that. I saw that. And the reason I've seen that interview before is because it was shared the other day at church.
Oh, really?
And what that edit did is that edit took out every time he mentions faith. And every time he talks about his priorities in life being his faith, his family, and then golf is third.
As somebody who's a very secular person, that sucks. Because listen, I have a perspective on faith that I'm very proud of, and that is my own mother. And I don't have to be a person of faith and a church-going person to know what faith can do for people. And I respect it. And I wish we could do that a little bit more. And I wish the people that say they are faith, church-going, godly people would be more godly and pay more attention to, what would Jesus do?
Well,
even though the faith stuff was edited from it, and I didn't know what was taken out, it doesn't weaken. It doesn't weaken his point, and it almost implies the fact that the family is that important to him. So I would have liked to have seen the whole thing, certainly, but I don't think it diminishes it that much.
I really, really, that's interesting that Josh brings that up, because I would have liked to hear that uncut, and I'll look for it uncut.
Well, you got to go to church, Mike.
Not a chance.
By the way, every time interview, maybe it was a different
Every
hoodie or
time I
something.
walk into church, it's the oddly enough, I hear this sound,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on every time I go. No,
Did you not pay your bill?
I don't know why.
You've got to tithe, man.
I don't know why.
You got to
that
tithe,
particular
Jackson.
thing. No, I just open the door. I don't want to go to the service. I'll just open the door and peek in for just a second. All right, sorry.
I went to church this morning.
You went to church
I
this
went
morning?
to church this morning.
Why did you go to church on a
Is it a
Tuesday?
holy day of
So-
obligation?
No, the church I'm starting said, you know what, the church I'm not starting, the church I've been
Oh,
attending.
God, you were just, that
Wow.
was a major
Yeah, I didn't
announcement.
mean starting. I meant attending.
Yay.
Yeah.
Has
Lay
decided-
the hands.
They decided to launch a men's Bible study at 6 in the morning on Tuesdays. So I decided, all right, I'm going to go. There'll probably be 50 people here.
Right.
I couldn't find a parking spot. There were 1,400 men at this church this morning
Wow.
there because something's moving in North Florida is the only way I can say is people are getting more serious about their faith because I've never seen anything like this.
Really?
Yeah.
Were there any liberals there?
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay. All right. Just
Yeah.
checking.
Yeah.
Did they serve any raisin bread or anything? Or? I'm wondering what brought them in.
There was coffee.
Okay, coffee's good.
Coffee's
nice.
really good.
Yeah.
You should have brought some Charlie's Choice to him.
Yes, absolutely.
You know? I did
Hi,
not
everybody.
expect this.
Have some Charlie's Choice. That's awesome. 1,400 people. Well, I think we need it. I mean, those prices aren't going down.
I think
You know?
it's a desire for more people to live like Scotty Scheffler is.
All right. That's cool. That's very, very
Well,
cool.
let's see about next Tuesday before we say anything big.
We'll see. We'll see.
A lot more show coming, but first I want to tell you, I want to talk to you. I want to
Yes,
talk to you,
please.
cat people is what I want
Cat
to do.
people.
I'm not a cat person, but you can be a cat person and have a very fulfilling life with your cat. And I have a question.
Yes,
Is your cat having I'm going to start again.
that's fine.
That was not good to the
Cats
advertiser.
have troubles, Mike.
Cat people.
Yes.
Is your cat having digestive issues, throwing up their food, or simply in need of a diet upgrade? This podcast is sponsored by Smalls.
Yep.
Smalls cat food has protein-packed recipes, and it is delivered, ladies and gentlemen, right to your door. That's why cats.com, is that what it was called? Cats.com? Everything is jumping on my screen at once here. Stop it. All right, here we go.
Bad internet.
That's why cats.com, no, not bad internet, bad
Good.
finger work with my prompter. Cats.com named Smalls their best overall cat food. To get 60% off your first order plus free shipping, head to smalls.com and use our promo code TMOS for a limited time only. Actual customer Elizabeth C. said after feeding, he gets this burst of energy and starts running around the house. Yes, sirree. That's Haus. And his fur is softer and more vibrant with higher contrast. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend anything else. Try it risk-free. That means a full refund if your cat won't eat their food. Buy some right now. What are you waiting for? Give
Yeah.
your cat the food they deserve. For a limited time only, TMOS listeners can get 60% off their first Smalls order, plus free shipping by using my code TMOS. That's 60% off when you head to smalls.com and use promo code TMOS. Again, that's promo code TMOS for 60% off your first order, plus free shipping at smalls.com, ladies and gentlemen. And now that can only mean one thing, news.
This is called Mike's Tidbits, where he brings you items of the day of interest.
How old should kids be before they get their first phone? If your answer is 13, science agrees with ye.
I'm trying to
Yes.
think how old Robert and Julia were. I think 12. I
I
think
think
12.
21 is the proper age.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, you know
But
what?
society says 10.
I'm not going to disagree with you there. I'm not. I think that there's a movement at my kids' school where they don't give them phones. They say not until 8th grade. So figure that out.
Well, I gave Robert a phone, but it was a rotary phone.
There you go. On the wall, made of wood.
Yep.
A new study found 13 is the minimum age kids should get their first smartphone or be allowed on social media. Any younger risks their future mental health. I get this.
Sure.
I was just around 11, 12-year-olds, and that's all they do is have their nose in those devices. They based it on a survey of almost 2 million people in 164 different countries. Kids who get access to phones and social media before 13 are more likely to end up depressed, aggressive, and emotionally unstable by their mid-20s. I don't dispute any of these facts at all. I think it's totally legit. So who knows? But we all have trouble, manning that. As far as parents.
I don't have any great love for the fact that we are in a screen-dominated environment now. Don't love it, but I love the fact that I grew up without it.
Yeah,
I think it made it a lot easier.
They blame the phones on these things. Poor sleep. They're way more likely to be in bed scrolling. The study found it's true, even if they don't have social media, even if they just have a phone. Number 2, cyberbullying. And not just from other kids. Being online exposes them to all kinds of hate, you think, in the world that we live in right now. That is true. And number 3, poor family relationships. Once they have the internet in their hands, they start drifting away from other family members. So those are the big 3. Those, I think you have to monitor it, and who knows? The study found 13 is just the minimum. Some experts say keeping them off phones and Instagram until 16 might be the best course of action. So,
were there any phones allowed at the men's Bible study this morning? Were they allowed to bring their phones in?
Everyone's got the Bible app.
Okay, good. That's nice.
Malcolm Jamal Warner, did you cover that yesterday?
Yes,
on,
we did.
The big show.
So sad.
Costa Rica, 54 years old.
My age.
And it sounded like he could swim, but it was a current thing, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we had all that with Theo Huxtable, 54. Even with the sadness of his passing, I said 54. Can you believe he's 54?
I know.
We used to, Theo. We used to watch that all the time.
And by the way, if you have any website, sketchy or not, where you can watch The Cosby Show, please send it to Josh.
No, I've received enough. It's okay. I've never heard of The One channel, and WBCO or something was another one.
Oh, that's a good one.
And
sure.
A bunch of channels. I don't know where these people got
I
it.
understand.
WBCO, because
I wish Rob would have a heart attack. Richmond.
he's not going to let me go with that one today.
No.
The infamous Hunter Biden sat for an interview with a journalist named Andrew Callahan. It lasted more than 3 hours and produced this gem.
Okay.
It was George Clooney who demanded that Jack Black break up Tenacious D. That came from Hunter Biden. You probably remember why they broke up. They were doing a show last year after that guy attempted to assassinate President Trump. And then, of course, the big controversy that followed. Jack's partner, Kyle Gass, never even knew his name, suggested that any future gunman not miss Trump the next time. It was a big deal. 2 days later, Jack said he was blindsided by Kyle's comment and didn't condone it. They also canceled the rest of their tour and put any future projects on hold. During his interview with Hunter, Callahan revealed that he's actually friends with Jack Black. He said that Clooney, that's Hunter Biden's friends with Jack Black, said that Clooney blew up Jack's phone telling him to split with Kyle and denounce him or he'd basically be blacklisted. That sent Hunter into a tirade against Clooney for his op-ed asking his dad, Joe Biden, to bow out of the presidential race. Oh, come on, dude. He said, quote, F him and everybody around him. Effing George Clooney is not an effing actor. He's a brand. I'm not sure. I guess he got pissed off at Clooney.
Yeah.
He added, quote, what right do you have to step on a man who's giving 52 years of his effing life to the service of this country? Yeah, he was blowing spit bubbles, Hunter. Okay? We all
Hunter
saw that.
also said that was Ambien.
Really?
Yeah, he said that the poor debate performance, that Joe was on Ambien.
Yeah.
Why would anybody allow that to even get close to happening? Ambien before a debate.
I don't know why they let the Hunter Biden interview happen.
I don't know. Hunter said, and decide that you, George Clooney, are going to take out basically a full-page ad in the effing New York Times to undermine the president. Let it go, dude. Let it go.
I think this is actually all told a good thing because it allows Jack Black to focus on his motion picture career.
Well, no, Tenacious D's back together.
Thank God.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank God.
I'm sure they have to write a new song for Mario.
I know
or
that
Minecraft.
Josh saw the movie where Jack Black played Satan, right? It was the Christmas
I
movie.
did.
Yeah, it was great. It was
Dear
fantastic. Dear Satan, that was it.
Flamin' Hot Preparation H on Saturday Night Live is about the funniest sketch I've seen in a long time. Sketch,
Also great,
as
yeah.
opposed to skit or sketch. You see what I did there? I turned skit and sketch into, forget it. Let's be honest, sex is a big part of the appeal of dating shows, so it might be kind of a risk to produce one where none of the contestants even know how to do it.
What are you
Right?
talking about?
Hulu is giving it a try with Are You My First? It's a show about virgins.
No.
Yeah,
The finale is
virgins.
going to be horrible.
Yeah, virgins looking for love. But are they really looking for love? Or are they looking for murder? No. According to the synopsis, the quote, hottest group of virgins ever assembled will search for intimacy, love, and maybe their first in a tropical paradise designed just for them. I'm Ernie Anderson, virgins aplenty, looking for love, or maybe their very first time. So it's kind of a bachelor in paradise.
At this point, do you have any interest in it at all? I mean, I'm not a dating show guy per se, but
You know,
is this intriguing at all to
the
you?
fact that they are undeflowered? No, I have no interest
me neither.
in it
I find it
whatsoever.
troubling, actually.
And it's really bad if you've been saving yourself for a game show.
If I want to see a bunch of virgins, in a room, I'll go to the Tuesday morning Bible study.
Well, no, that's mostly married men.
Oh, sorry about that.
families.
Doesn't mean they've had
Everyone
sex.
wants a good Christian husband.
It'll be hosted by two Bachelor Nation stars. I love these names. They're all the same kind of names. Colton Underwood
I swear to God, I was going to guess Colt as one of their names. I
and
swear I was.
Caitlin Bristow.
Are they virgins? Do you think they're virgins? Or
I don't know, Rob, but it starts streaming on August 18th. The virgins come out of the woodwork on ABC. I'm Ernie Anderson.
Ernie Anderson loved to have sex, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
Ernie Anderson was just a horn doggy.
He
big
was,
time.
yeah.
Finally, here's something that will make you lose just a bit more faith in humanity, or at least
Great.
reach for some hand wipes. New research shows that even in hospitals, a substantial number of people are not bothering to wash their hands.
People, wash your
Scientists-
hands.
Scientists from the University of Surrey in England led the study, installing sensors near hospital toilet and sink pipes to keep track of people's hand washing. Nearly half of toilet users skip the sink after flushing, they found. The researchers say more effective strategies are needed to remind and convince people of the importance of hand washing, particularly in high-risk environments like hospitals. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I only have one thing to say. If that doesn't make your dookie itch, then you don't have a dookie.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Good advice.
Thank you. Here all week, ladies and gentlemen, to make your life a little bit better. We got more show coming, but first I want to tell you big news.
Yeah.
For the month of July, only GLP-1 and GIP are on sale. That's right. Both full-dose weight loss and microdosing options are discounted this month. Do you need to lose 30 pounds or more? GLP-1 and GIP are weight loss game changers. They curb cravings, calm food noise, and help your body burn fat like never before. And if you only need to drop 5 to 15 pounds, then Tirzepatide microdosing option is gentle, effective, and perfect for getting lean without harsh side effects. Great for maintenance, too. Here's how easy it is. You take the quick online quiz, you get approved by a licensed provider, then all you do is sit back. Your prescription is shipped right to your door. No appointments, no stress, just real results, and I'm a living proof. You know, I upped my dosage of my weight loss medications, and I've been doing this for a long time. And I haven't grown a third arm, and I'm continuing to lose weight. And for a limited time right now, it's all on sale, but only until July 31st.
9 days, Mike. It's only 9 days left to grab onto this. Come on.
DermGlowSkin.com. Act now, ready to change your body and your mindset. Tap the link, take the quiz, and let's go. All right, Rob Spiewak, our noted consumer reporter, is here to tell us, ladies and gentlemen, why appliances do not last.
Now, I'm curious. We've talked about your International Harvester fridge that lived forever in your basement. It's
beautiful.
And I had, up until I was in my 30s in my house, had a GE that was so old that it had the curved edges on it, like a honeymooner's refrigerator. Still worked great. Josh, did you ever have like an old second refrigerator in your house?
I have not. No.
Really?
No. I've had to replace fridges as they die. I've never had one that worked well enough I could retire to.
Not even your
room.
folks?
No.
Because I really wonder about these 30 and 40 and 50-year-old fridges when in my brief life I've had to buy 4 refrigerators. I don't think it's fair. And so I looked into why
I can tell you, I think you are a slight anomaly when it comes to the average refrigerator person. And I think I know exactly why.
Why?
The constant door opening.
Doesn't that lead to heart attacks?
No.
You're not gonna let that go on this
Why
show,
would I? Why would I that your first lyric that came to your head is, I hope Rob has a heart attack?
That's terrible.
That
That
the
is
show
terrible.
title?
I apologize for the
No, it's
bottom
not
of
the
my
show
heart.
title.
I'm really sorry about
Yeah,
that.
well,
Now-
you know what? That's very nice that you said you're sorry, but we'll see.
Now,
We'll
you
see.
hear that things like iPhones and stuff are made to only last 3 or 5 years, so you'll have
Right.
to buy a new one.
Right.
So have they then used cheaper, thinner plastics and metals?
It's funny that you would say that. Older refrigerators tend to be filled with copper, which can be repaired. Aluminum, plastic, cheaper metals can't. And the fact that the copper is too expensive, it's not in the fridges anymore, so they are not being repaired. A survey says that 80% of refrigerators or appliances are replaced because they are too expensive to repair. And I had
in
an
the
LG
case of
fridge.
my house up in Maine,
Mm-hmm.
when we received the panic call this morning from the person that rents the place up there, saying that the gas propane stove that we use in the kitchen, with the dedicated propane pump just for that, requires a $350 part to get it up and running.
What?
And it's cheaper to just buy a new range. So it's so long, propane gas. Hello, electric.
Well,
That's
that's
the way
good.
that's gonna
That's
go.
excellent. Yeah.
But that's the problem is in the race to make things cheaper, they make it poorer quality, so you end up
Yes.
spending more money on it. We would all rather spend a little bit more if we trusted that it would actually last longer.
The other thing that they mention is that all of these modern conveniences that we love so bad, the door that dispenses water and ice, or the smart fridge with the screen on it, all of those things are breaking. And we never had to worry about that when you had a 2-door fridge because there wasn't anything to break except the compressor. And even back then, the compressor could be repaired.
Let me tell you a story about refrigerators, Josh Soroka. This is before you were part of the show, and I'm going to tell you a story about a man who had a real bad time with a refrigerator, and he went into work one day, and one of the guys he works with just could not stop singing the praises of this particular brand, happened to be Whirlpool,
Yes.
of a refrigerator. He went on and on. He went on so much that this man, me, ended up buying a Whirlpool refrigerator. By the way, a refrigerator that hasn't had a hiccup one time since he put it in there, slid his little Japanese one out into the garage, and then lo and behold, that same man who is Mr. Whirlpool, as I like to call him, up and buys himself the brand that he put in the garage. You got a Samsung, right?
No. It's a Frigidaire.
Frigidaire, okay. After telling me
Well,
that
you know what?
Whirlpool was the one. But
We looked at Whirlpool.
He's
looked
a
at
grifter
Whirlpool.
and he's a salesman.
I
and that's why,
didn't benefit
and that's
from
why,
that.
That's why everything he gets is like the best. That's what it is. Now,
Well,
is
I believe-
Frigidaire the best now, Rob? Is that what it is? Frigidaire the best?
I'm not impressed with it.
I have Frigidaire.
Okay, that's honest. You have Frigidaire?
Yeah, mine's a Frigidaire.
You know what, Mike? I actually love it. I really do.
And
Really?
only Whirlpool,
Yes.
didn't you break that fridge? Like it didn't break on its
Well,
own.
the Whirlpool, it had this is another thing about being repaired. It had a small leak. And to replace that would be almost, or to repair it would be almost as much as buying a fridge. So the fridge, while it worked, it would have this slow drip. And eventually the bottom freezer drawer would freeze close.
Do you know you can get now even appliances online from those websites, not necessarily China, but from foreign countries, including Russia, where they have one that's made up in Siberia.
No.
It's just as good. It's called Frigid Bear. I don't know why I said that. I'm an idiot.
At least it was a short trip to get there.
That's such a long drive. That was a really long drive, and I realized halfway through it wasn't worth it. Frigid bear. You have free, and I will have cold bear in my house whenever the F I please. I have
But
to spice
I
it up
wouldn't
with the
come here.
dialect.
I wouldn't come here as our correspondent for consumers without some tips that you can use the next time you buy an appliance. I appreciate this one. Skip features you don't need. Like, I've seen plenty of houses that have like an iPad built into the fridge door.
Well, that's an easy. That's an easy. Don't get the touch screens.
Yeah,
Because look how much you replace your phones.
exactly. Also,
Can I interrupt you for a
yeah, I
second?
wish you would.
To Carla the other night, I got that 81-incher, right, in the big room. The
fridge?
Oh, that's part of the sexual sofa.
No, the TV, the big
Yeah,
TV.
the TV.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
yeah.
I've watched
I said-
Turner Classic Movies on it.
I said to Carla, I said, our TV in the bedroom is so much better. And she stops and she goes, no, no.
Were you
it's-
angling?
It's just not that good a television.
Yeah.
It's big, but it's not good.
With the new sectional, that TV looks a little small.
It does. And also, the color's not as vibrant.
Well, I'm not going to get the projector thing because those suck.
Yeah,
Somebody
don't
told
care
me,
for-
don't do
Yeah,
those.
no,
Those
They've
suck.
gotten a lot better, but they
walk
still
into
suck.
Costco. There's a nice 110-inch right there when you walk in. Just grab it and go home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
can't
reasonably
afford it.
priced.
Is it a name brand, though, or is it like,
I think it's a high send.
Gersten or something?
it's high-
Is it high send or high sense?
I think it's high sense.
Who are you looking at? Was somebody breaking into your house?
No, that's what my TV is. I have a high sense right here.
I didn't know you were looking over at it. It
It
was like
really did look like someone was on
Didn't it
the
look
prowl.
like somebody had come through the door with a gun?
No, I was looking for the logo so that I could see
Oh,
what it
okay.
was.
All right.
I don't think I've ever asked you if you really are a true Floridian. Do you have a stash of boom boom in your house? I know you worked for
guns.
Chad, and Chad's like got an arsenal in his house.
No, because I have kids at home, I have no guns in the house. Just a big box of fireworks.
That's applause from
That's good.
Leesburg and down here in Fort Myers.
Good. Do you have any knives?
No, I have no-
Any
I have no
big,
need.
big knives
I have no need for a gun.
Okay, good for you. That's
like
good.
this. Something like
See,
this.
that's more dangerous than a gun. Yeah, I was just sitting there.
Look at the size of that. All right, so
Need
go
it.
ahead. I interrupted your appliance lecture.
That's all right. Also, Mike, don't always rush out to buy the newest model. That goes with anything, I think, because
Yeah,
you don't want it
I
to
agree.
be disproven. They say, and this is from the New York Times, they say go ahead and invest in the extended warranty. They say it will be worth it in the long run.
Who wrote this?
Right.
Who wrote
Right.
this?
Was this,
New York
was this brought
Times.
to you by Best Buy?
New York
No.
Times.
Yeah, New York Times. The old gray lady, Mike.
That's just really odd. I never do.
Yeah, I don't do it normally.
Carla got it on the sectional.
Sexual sofa.
No, because I think it's a good idea. Lots of electronics on that. Lots of failable.
Oh, okay. Not like if for spills or anything.
No, well,
Okay.
that too. That's covered. I didn't ask her. I didn't buy it. When I try to buy things online, I screw up, like I did with this.
Well, when you get that
You
new
did good
TV,
with the boat.
I'll tell you. All right, I'll tell you when we come back. But finish your thing, and then
Okay,
I'll tell you exactly what
I'll
I
go
did.
quickly.
right.
Learn how to use and maintain your appliances. I think this is valid with water filters, air filters, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I never was a guy who did that. Now I do. I'm very happy. Research the service companies in your region so you know who you can call to have it fixed. And
No.
Give me a break.
Mike, live with minor flaws if they're not going to ruin your day.
No,
but the
I
last
can live with
one,
the crack on my clear ear between the commode and the bowl. I'm fine with it.
and
Till it
this
breaks
is my
off.
as it
favorite
doesn't
one.
pinch.
This is the one where I don't really trust
loaf.
the New
What?
York Times. It says, consider making some repairs yourself.
I've done that now.
No, that's a good one.
I do. That's a really good one. I've done that. I installed my own dishwasher.
That's right. I remember that. I installed my
That's
ice maker.
right.
That's
No,
right.
Dishwasher, everyone should be able to do themselves.
Yeah.
If
Amen.
you connect a pipe, you connect the electrical wire.
What about, would you try to install a garbage disposal?
I've done that.
Yeah,
I'm talking to Mike.
I might try that. I might try. Although I know that they like to tell you it's problematic, but also it's not necessarily a skill set issue as much as a flexibility issue.
Right.
That's a lot of crawl. But I ran the hose for my dishwasher, and that required a lot of back
Would
pain.
you install a player piano in your home?
I'd install that
Yeah.
in my bad place.
Stop it.
We'll
Mike,
continue.
you have to make sure that you ignore minor flaws.
Minor flaws. Forget it. And by the warranty. Thank you, New York Times. Appreciate that. That old gray lady. More
The
show
paper
coming.
of record, Mike.
Yeah, the paper of record. Thank you. All the news that's fit to print. Before we continue, how would you like to be the most interesting person at the next big party?
Yeah, Josh.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 and ABC. Just show up with a bottle of wine with a truly unique story. This podcast is sponsored by Naked Wines. Got one right here.
Is it naked? It has
Right
no
here.
clothes.
Hold on. I just
Naked
knocked
Wine
off
is
my-
the official wine of the Tuesday morning men's Bible study.
There it is. Scott Kelly Pinot Noir, ladies and gentlemen. And
Excellent.
the next time I tell you about Naked Wines, I'm going to put a little chill on this sucker, and I will be opening it up. And Rob, I would request that the next time we have a Naked Wines commercial, front loaded, as they say in the business.
You see,
Front
folks,
load the wine.
here's what's happening. Mike is wanting you to think he
Maybe-
wants to sell the product, but really he just wants a drink
Right.
at the front of the show.
I think next time he wants 4 spots for Naked Wines.
Yes.
By the way, Josh, you did get my message about this bottle, right? This one. That I just want to make sure I'm giving them credit for one of their winemakers.
I got it. Yes.
I think it is.
Yes, I
Stop
haven't gotten the
making,
confirmation,
stop
but yes.
hugging the wine, Mike.
It's a warm day here in Florida, and this still
You're
has a
not
bit of a chill.
you're not helping yourself.
All right, I feel like it right now. I can drink that whole bottle, like in one sitting. Thank you. Show up with a bottle of wine with a truly unique story. This podcast, sponsored by Naked Wines, a subscription service that seamlessly connects you to the finest independent winemakers on the planet, so you get a case of the market's best quality wines for a fraction of the price you'd normally pay in stores. With our code, you can get 6 bottles of wine for $39.99. Plus, you can pause or cancel at any time. You need to join the Naked Wines community. Head to nakedwines.com/TMOS and put in our code TMOS for both the code and password, and you'll get 6 bottles of wine for $39.99, shipping included. That's nakedwines.com/TMOS and code TMOS for 6 bottles of wine for just $39.99. Now, 99. $39.99.
It's such a good deal. It almost feels like there are strings attached, but there are not. It is a
Right.
beautiful thing.
Pick up all that wine for $40.
Less
Now-
than 40.
Drink up, Shriners. So, yeah, the ordering online or doing anything online,
Yeah.
I like to think I'm savvy. I've used watch services to buy watches and to sell watches before. I've used this particular service that will go nameless because I want to protect my watch. I have used this service before, and I've actually successfully transacted a watch deal with it.
Is it your local neighborhood app?
No, yes, it's next door.
Next door is where you're selling your watches.
It's the same store as the Pokemon cards.
I put a watch up on this service.
Yeah.
I get a response relatively quickly.
Good.
Would you take an offer? I said, yeah, I would. Absolutely. Go ahead. Makes an offer. I said, I can do this. He said, I really can't do this, but if I do this, I'll pay for the shipping and the insurance for that. I said, okay, let's go ahead and do it. Mazal. And I actually put Mazal in there, like they do with the watch in the Diamond District. I watch those shows all the time, Rob. So I
You're a
said Mazal.
disaster. You are literally a disaster.
It seems that I got the offer, and I go to the page that I
Yeah.
thought I was supposed to go to, and I write down the price, and then I write down a couple of more things, and then I see the name, and the long and short of it is that I filled out this paper as though I was filling out a receipt for the sale, when in fact it is evident to me, and I haven't heard back from them in a couple of days because I'm trying to resolve this matter.
Sure.
It seems like I bought my own watch.
Wait a second. Were you messaging yourself and responding to yourself?
No, I was not messaging myself and responding myself, but I seem to have filled out the paperwork and then I paid like a commission.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. That commission goes to you.
But who was the other guy?
The other guy said he like messaged me later saying, "Where's the is the watch offer still good?" I said, "Yeah, I've already seen the receipt for it where you bought it." He said, "I never got that. I didn't make an offer."
Says here this was bought by a disc jockey.
So I don't know what happened.
Well, you should send an email.
Send
an email to see
know
if
Andrew
it comes to
Harold,
you.
my accountant, has been my accountant for thousands of years.
Yes, of course.
That's why I need him, because I'm a total and stupid buffoon ass. I really am. And I mean, I did this once before, and I put all the pictures up, and I did all that, and then I just got, I guess, overeager and figured that,
Well, you do a nice presentation.
They shouldn't allow me to do that. I should not be able to do that.
It was another Mike, and he was from Connecticut too.
Exactly.
And by the way, like all these behemoth with the giant tentacles,
Yeah.
not like you can talk to a real person.
Oh, no. And
So I'm screwed right now, and I don't know what the hell's happened. I canceled the credit card payment.
Your own credit card.
I've canceled the credit card payment for commission, which I think I have to pay anyway.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it goes to the service.
I don't know.
What
But
you
it
should
didn't help
do-
that this dipshit that I was dealing with
Language, please.
made an offer, and then I said, "Good, we're good to go." And he just stops and then never puts a formal offer in.
Mike, that's not his fault. I'm sorry, it isn't.
Well,
But
he
how
probably
come
tried, and it was
I
already
got a
sold.
receipt saying he's the buyer?
I don't know. I don't know the system.
I
But
don't know either. He said he
but-
never got anything.
Can you just cancel the sale full
Yeah.
stop? Because a
Can
lot of
you
times
just
they'll let
have
you do
a heart
that.
attack?
Wow.
Well, no, if you can cancel the sale, you shouldn't have to pay commission or anything.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Does it open up into a larger watch?
I don't know. I should call the people and get it resolved. But right now, I don't know what to. Sometimes life is too much for me.
Do you
Sometimes life
distrust-
just is. I distrust everybody.
Do you distrust the person who bought from you?
Of
Do you
course.
think he's up to something?
I have no idea. I don't know. The guy couldn't pick him out of it. I don't know.
Do you know where he lives?
No,
you have it?
he doesn't
No
know where I
shipping
live.
address?
He
Well,
doesn't
that's
know where
fine.
I live either.
But you
No,
have
'cause
to
it-
ship something to him.
Yeah, but it said ship to Mike O'Mara.
Yeah,
It
but I'm
didn't
thinking
say that yet. We aren't even at
Okay.
that state. And all I know is these effers haven't contacted me. You know what I got? I got a form letter. We've received your request, and our people are looking at it. We are manually looking. Oh, manually. Thank you. So what are you doing? You doing this with something up your butt while you're, getting that done? Use that to death today. I
Yeah,
really
it's a
have,
good sound, though. It is.
You know what, though, Rob? I'm going to stick with it.
Stick with the watch sale?
Yeah. You know why? Because I'm not a quitter.
You're not a quitter.
I am not a quitter.
You're
Thank
F
you.
of the mountain.
Do
No
you
one
have
can mess with
beautiful
you.
video for us today, I
Mike,
hope?
I've got something today that you will be thinking about long before the sun goes down.
Ooh, I doubt it. Hey, everybody. Summertime, hot time. Fishing time, sticky time. Thunderstorm time. Bad modem time. Beach time. Bug time. Ooh. No, thank you.
And the end.
If you've got bugs, you need Pesty. Pesty is do-it-yourself pest control. Their kit makes it so easy, it only takes a few minutes to apply. Other pest control companies charge over $800 per year, but with Pesty, you can get started at just $35 per treatment with a customized plan based on your location, bugs, and climate. The kit includes a reusable electronic sprayer, mixing bag, pesticide, gloves, and instructions. Follow these instructions and you can complete your application in just around 10 minutes.
I
That's
did it in 8.5.
Pesty gets rid of over 100 types of bugs. Plus, Pesty is kid and pet friendly. The pesticides they shipped have been used in hospitals and schools even when they don't wash their hands, all over the country.
Come on.
Best of all, Pesty offers a 100% bug-free guarantee or your money back. Seriously, no questions asked. Pesty is the bestie. Now is the time to protect your home from bugs with Pesty. Go to pesty.com/TMOS for an extra 10% off your order. That's pestie.com/TMOS for an extra 10% off, everybody.
Hey, I like that. Some beautiful video.
Hey, Mike, it's an old friend.
Charlie, Stu, and Snapple at WAVA.
So before it hits Broadway,
Yes.
before it hits Broadway, Dolly Parton's show opened for previews last night in Nashville.
Okay.
And this is so cool because I've never been to an out-of-town Broadway tryout. I think it would be really cool because oftentimes you see a different show than makes it to New York City. But imagine the thrill of these people when before the show starts, Dolly comes out. And, you know, it was a surprise that she came out to introduce the show. And I love the piece of advice that she gave the audience. And it is not playing? That's funny.
At
Not
the world
funny,
premiere
ha-ha.
of the Dolly Parton musical in Nashville, and I definitely totally didn't freak out when
wait.
Dolly herself introduced Rob's cable company.
That's right. I think, Mike, what happened is, anyway, you know what? It's a bad file for some reason. It played when I queued it up. But what she said is, please turn off your cell phones.
I got it. I've got the tape.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, this is Reba McEntire.
All right, let's move on.
Let's do.
She told people not to sing along because it's not a hootenanny.
Here you come again.
Mike, a lot of people aren't as into music as you or I, so I think that this is important. This will help you figure out what band you're listening to.
Okay.
And it's not playing.
Rob, I think you should re-upload your videos.
Okay.
Take your time. We've got time. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
We can clean it up
Re-upload
if
them
needed.
right now. You should do that.
Yeah, I apologize, folks. I don't care for this. No, sir. Not one bit.
to be everything. Gives me a chance to do my Bee Gees tribute. Is that a Bee Gees song that I'm singing?
It almost has to be, yeah. Do you have a favorite Bee Gee?
Stand alive, stand alive, ha, 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 stand alive, stand alive, stand alive. I have a new modem.
You're in the, this is like hell for me. I am so pissed right now.
Maybe if you did it a little earlier in the day, things would work out better.
I think that was the problem. Rob had these all loaded up at like 3:30.
So it was too early.
I think maybe too early.
Yep.
Oh, my.
That is something, isn't it?
My. Hey, listen, I want to remind you right now, share
Please,
the episode, smash that like button, and go to MikeO'MaraShow.com. We have cruise cabins available for you until August
7th, I think, or 13th.
August
I don't
7th.
have the date in front of me. Let's go with August 7th.
That's
August
good.
7th. And so if you're a procrastinator,
Yes.
these cabins are, and they
When you go to the website, there's a phone number that you have to call to book your cabin now.
yeah, you got to go
Because
through that
they're filling
extra
up
step.
so fast.
Okay.
Mike,
yes.
let's see if we get any lucky here.
Okay, Dolly Parton first.
No. The
Well,
Bee
come
Gees
on
first.
now.
Give me a sec, okay?
All right.
You're murdering me.
Who is? Who is?
Everybody, the world. I mean,
Why-
I'd
what-
take
oh,
the heart
oh,
attack right now.
Stop
because
it.
it's not playing. It's not playing. It makes me sad.
Do any of your videos work today?
I'm checking now. Do we have Leanne Rhymes? We do not. Do we have the Nats? We do not. Although that guy, Mike,
All right. Rob, close Chrome and come back.
I hate doing this, but goodbye.
I know.
And
And you'll come
goodbye.
back and we'll play the rest of your video. We have plenty
then
of time.
we do the video. We might even
We have
edit
plenty of
this
time.
out.
It gives me and Josh a chance to talk baseball. So
Yeah.
shut down your thing.
Please don't
That or-
talk about me.
Okay.
Well,
Thank
All
you.
right.
we've had enough
So long.
tech talk.
We'll see you when you come back. Fat ass. Anyway, Josh, who is...
Yeah.
I love Rob, people. Don't send me an email because
right.
of that, please.
You don't really
okay?
want him to die.
No, I don't. God damn.
I know.
Here's the thing. Who are the Orioles playing right now?
Oh, they are falling apart by the Indians.
Okay, for our teams in the AL East that have that last little June, July run right up to the All-Star break, it's done for one reason and one reason only. It's done to F with their fans. That's what it's done for.
It's
it
to
is
make
just
you
to
always
toy.
think there's a hope.
Yeah. It's going to be the Yankees and the Blue Jays in the American League East. It's going to be the Cubs, it's going to be the Phillies, and it's going to be the Dodgers, and it's going to be Detroit. Okay,
But Mike, you're in a wild card spot right now.
I know, but I am watching them play. This is a team that did so much damage with their early play in May and April.
Yes.
He's back. He's back. He's back. Is he back? Can he hear us?
I can hear you just
He's
fine.
got his videos ready. So you have the same problem that I have. The difference is the Orioles destroyed everything in April and May. And then they've just teased us for months and made no movement. Your Red Sox at least got hot enough to move up in the standings.
They did, but they are playing that same kind of stupid baseball that pisses their fans off. So anyway, we'll continue this at a later date. Right now, I want to get back to Rob Spiewak and beautiful video. He's got it up and running, ladies and gentlemen. We start today with a wonderful video from Dolly Parton.
No, we don't. We start with something
Why
about
didn't you go back and get the Dolly Parton?
Did you give up on Dolly Parton?
I
Why
haven't
did you
given
give up
up
on that one? Come on now. If you're going to right a wrong, right it. Don't wrong it again.
I want to hear Dolly's advice.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well,
Come
let's
on.
get that right away.
God, so disappointed. Couldn't you tell we all wanted to see Dolly?
Is the video about Dolly, is it for the advice or is it for her teeth?
It's not about her teeth. As a matter of fact, I do feel that her teeth have really come along. So let's see what happens.
Said, hello, Dolly. Because that's when the musical Hello, Dolly was there, and I thought, wow.
That's good.
Well,
Isn't it?
wait, see, my name on tape.
The other one was queued up, too.
Is that Quentin Tarantino she's standing next to?
Yep.
That we get to do this in my home.
Is it really?
No.
No.
All right.
No.
I can't hear her. All right, let's go on to the next video.
So by that time, we should have all the little things.
It's like inaudible.
It's
It is
not
very
an audible.
I couldn't hear it. I got headphones on.
How about this about the Bee Gees?
Let's check.
Bee Gees. Young Bee Gees. Old Bee Gees. Hot Bee Gees. Soul Bee Gees. Country Bee Gees. Funk Bee Gees. Slapstick Bee Gees. Dancing Bee Gees.
Yeah.
Gangster Bee Gees.
All right.
Noah will not explain.
I like that. All right.
Hi, lady. She was funny. That was good. I like
Okay,
that.
was it? Good. I like how you're rating them each one at a time now.
Only because it was tough to get to them. So, I mean, now I'm actually appreciating them more.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm glad.
you.
Mike, you love cornbread still, right? I know you've always loved cornbread.
Oh, I eat it every day.
Why can't I stay mad at you? You complete me.
I've got some bacon now.
I just thought you might like a cornbread recipe that
Please.
maybe you could make on your electric range up in
Oh,
Maine.
please do, please.
Yeah.
Simple and straightforward to make.
Your guy. Yes. In the little room.
So the recipe calls for milk, but in order to make a sweeter cornbread, I'm going to use heavy whipping cream. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Does he really live there?
That
Yes.
fridge is stocked like he uses it.
Yeah, it is. He lives in
Okay,
this
let's go
house.
ahead and turn on the oven and get it warming up.
The oven is from 1917.
Glue, please, glue. There you go, perfect.
Look, it's really firing. I like this.
It's Dr. Parkenstein, right?
Okay, the recipe calls for about 1/3 cup of milk or heavy whipping cream and 1 egg.
He has to sit down.
1 egg.
Well, he's
and
tired.
About 1/3 cup of heavy whipping cream.
Heavy whipping cream, by the way, if you're a cook.
Okay, I've just greased and
greatest thing
floured
in the
that
world.
pan, and if you thought I did good with the flour and there isn't a mess, wrong. Okay, now we must pour our batter into this greased and floured
We
pan,
must.
and then we will bake it until it is
It's
done.
thick.
Yes, it is.
It's very thick.
I have a
That's
sickness for
'cause
the
of whipping
thickness.
cream.
It's very thick.
Okay, the batter is in here. Let's go ahead and put this in the oven.
Okay. Sounds like Kermit the Frog meets.
I have no idea what this
Cook it
is.
till it's done.
He will
just
cook
Okay,
it
I
until it's
believe the
done.
cornbread is done. There
get
it
over
is.
the
Let's go ahead
ceiling.
and turn off the oven, and we'll take it out of this pan.
This is exciting.
Okay, I'm just going to dump the cornbread into this thing. Okay, here we go.
It's like utensils are ancient.
I know everything is old in this house.
This is really weird.
Except for the iPhone.
Yeah.
It's a really flat cornbread, but it worked.
It worked.
There it is.
There it is. La fin. The end.
I
Have
don't
you done
understand.
Can you do? I'm going to ask you to do something you never do. Can you do some research
Have a
on
heart
this
attack?
guy? No. Do some research for a change and find out about this guy. Really do a deep dive and find out as much as you can. Can you? Look at his eyes go. His eyes are going like this. Can you do it? Can you do this?
No, Mike, too stupid to do that.
I didn't say you were too stupid.
I'll take care of it.
I'm not giving you I'm not making you break rocks. I'm just saying, can you find out
No, but
more?
you implied that in the past, my work ethic has been garbage.
I don't think your work ethic is garbage at all. I think it's just fine.
I'm sure you've.
I'm back to
really
being mad
fast.
at you again now.
You followed all his TikTok videos. Just send him an invite.
You know
Send a
what?
little message.
Maybe this man would tell me this is what I think of your work ethic.
Oh,
okay?
I think it's marvelous. Some of it really fine.
There it is.
buy that for $1. Now let's finish. Unless you want to keep going on.
I'd love to keep going on.
All right. What about?
I'm waiting for another
the rest of the show.
beautiful
Oh, when
video
you said
to
going on,
finish
I thought
the
you meant
flippin' show, for God's sake.
I asked if you wanted to end it. You said, okay, Mike,
right.
you called. Remember when you called me last night and you
Yes.
said,
I said, how's the ticker?
that's exactly what
How's
he
the
said.
ticker doing?
And you said after that, what if we heated a metal ball,
Yes.
to 1,000 degrees centigrade, not Fahrenheit,
Scary.
Celsius, yes,
Yeah.
and got it red hot, and then
Yes.
dropped it into a container of mayonnaise?
Oh, wow.
What would happen?
Okay. Now
What would happen?
Bull versus mayonnaise.
It gets better. I'm reminded of like a Benihana.
I love this show.
It's almost like an onion volcano.
I like that this one, Rob just hits play and leans back and knows Mike will be happy.
Yeah.
This is so good. Look at that.
Ball's coming out. Ball's coming out.
Still hot.
Yeah.
What do we got? What do we got here?
Mmm.
Look at that. Still
Steaming hot.
Is that
Now,
a-
what
is
you
that a
do, Mike,
siren in the background?
what you do is you take that beautiful mayonnaise and you put it on that cornbread, and then you've really got something.
I don't ever want you to have a heart attack, and I don't think you're too stupid to find out about your man in the small house. I'm going to give you the questions I have. This is why
All right.
that guy who you seem to have an affinity for,
Well, he's all over my feed because I was looking for another clip today.
and I like him too, and I just want to know where.
Yeah,
Why?
and why.
How? Who?
And
Where's
also-
that coming from? I need more information.
When you look at him, he could be anywhere from 17 to 35 years old. I don't know how old he is or what
Yeah.
his deal is.
And he could have bodies like buried in a crawl space too,
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
bodies from the 1910s.
Exactly.
Well, that's why the ceiling's so low.
The ceiling is so
Ceiling.
low. We got to get out of here. We'll be back with a brand new show tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a author type man on the show. Do we
Yes.
not?
We do.
Yes. What's his name?
That would be nice to have in front of me.
We'll have it for you
Dr.
tomorrow.
Parkenstein is the name of the guy who
Gratitude
made the
Tiger is his book.
Gratitude Tiger
Yes.
is the name of the book, and he will be here to talk about what it does for your soul, what it does for you. And you would think that just being grateful to people wouldn't be that big a deal, or maybe you don't have time for that. This guy's going to tell an interesting story about what it does and what it can do for you, what it's done for him.
What's really great is, as a parting gift for all of Michael's guests this weekend,
Yes.
you gave them all a book on the importance of gratitude.
Absolutely. They
That'll be
several of them could have
Joel
used it.
Zuckerman.
Joel Zuckerman will be here tomorrow, author of the fabulous book about gratitude. Gratitude. What's the book name again? One more time, please.
Gratitude Tiger.
Gratitude
Creating joy through the art of impactful letter writing.
Letter writing. There we go. That'll be tomorrow on the show for Josh Soroka and Rob Spiewak. This is Mike O'Mara.
Oh, music's over.
So long, everybody.
Man, my arm.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
He will always be the king no matter what. Just the king.
The king.
He's the king. King. He is king.
He's the king. He's great. I love him.
He's the king.